A neck crack game. That's what Georgia needed. That's what Georgia got.
You are Locked On Bulldogs, your daily podcast on the Georgia Bulldogs. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Locked On Bulldogs, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. He is Daniel. I'm Clint. This is Locked On Bulldogs, talking dogs every single day of the week. And this is the overreaction, y'all. This is where we come. Last week, we got our feels out. We had lots of them. And many of you are, and we have more today. So good. Daniel, I give you the honors off the tee box. Where are we starting?
First of all, thanks for being here. Welcome. Happy to have you, loyal third segment listeners and everydayers. Let's talk. Where do I want to start?
I don't know.
Can I please start with this? Chauncey Bowens is the best running back to wear the Power G on his helmet since DeAndre Swift. And I know who the running backs have been since then. Okay? Zamir White. Chauncey Bowens is better than him.
Better.
Elijah Holyfield. Chauncey Bowens is better than him.
Better.
James Cook. Chauncey Bowens in his Georgia career is better than James Cook ever was in his Georgia career. I'm not talking about no Buffalo Bills. I don't care about that.
He's a great NFL back.
Chauncey Bowens is everything that you want and more, Clint. He moves laterally. He's got quickness. He's shifty. He's got vision, Clint. He sees the hole. He knows where to be. He knows where to go.
Simple question, Daniel. Simple question.
Yeah.
Is Chauncey Bowens the fastest back we've had at Georgia since DeAndre Swift?
Nope.
Okay. Is he the most physically dominating back we've had since DeAndre Swift?
Nope.
Does he know how to play the running back position better than any other back since DeAndre Swift?
Yeah, he does. Because he does all of those things. And he does them all not adequately. He does them all well. Clint, he can run by you. He can get around you. He can make you drop right there on the football field and look like a dang fool. And also, if you want to come at him and try to take him on, he's going to meet you with every bit of the physicality that you could ever want. Chauncey Bowens is RB1. And he is the running back we have been waiting for, Clint. I have more to say about this Georgia run game, but Chauncey Bowens is him.
Chauncey Bowens is him. I love that we started there. And let me stay on the opposite side of the ball because we said last week, and there's a couple things that we're going to get to that we missed on. This offensive line is solidified. Everybody,
it's coming together.
It's coming together. We're not completely there, but this was a big step forward in production and pocket cleanliness. I get it. It's Kentucky. I understand. I really do.
But Kentucky's defensive front's been pretty good this year.
Thank you. I was going to – the people who – for casuals, Kentucky's defensive front hasn't been the problem on the team. Stoops, offense.
Not being able to throw a downfield pass. It's been the problem on the team.
Their defensive front's just fine, and our pocket was clean against them, Daniel. Very, very clean against them. I was very impressed with this offensive line. Honestly, it could have been better. Yes, the running backs were exceptional. Yes, there were a couple. Gunner was great. I get that. But my biggest takeaway is this offensive line is starting to come together and starting to figure some things out.
Yeah, let's talk about that because I think these first two things that we've said are going to parlay themselves into my next thing. So let's talk about that offensive line. Let's start on the right side. And I want to be very articulate when I say that. Glover and Juan Gaston are the right side of the offensive line. Period. There's no one coming. I don't need anyone to get healthy. Those two guys are the healthy guys. They are the ones that I want in this game. Ernest Green can play a backup role.
He's fine.
I would love to have you there in case
depth.
somebody goes down with an injury. And then after Bo Hughley comes in, you can be the next guy to come in. Now, I do think Monroe Freeling is better than Bo Hughley. I hope Monroe comes back. I do think he's a better option at left tackle than Bo Hughley, but Bo came in and played quite well today, Clint. And so you've got an option there. You've got a good option there. But the way that Lucas Glover has developed as this season has gone on, this is the thing. This team is going to get better. They're getting better each and every week. And on the offensive line, we're seeing that in particular. We're going to come back right after these, and I'm going to give you kind of a big picture thought about this Georgia offense that I think some Georgia fans are not going to like, but you need to embrace it and you need to accept it because it is reality and it is good. We'll be right back after these.
These are, in fact, Mazda. You can just move through life, or you can find the things that move you. It's your choice. You can choose to get out there, choose your people. You can choose to go for it, like really go for it. Just choose to do something that moves you. Mazda crafted cars for those who choose to do more than simply move. Mazda, move and be moved. Daniel, you teed us up before going back. You said something that's hard to swallow, but going to be ultimately good for Georgia. What is that thing?
Well, I think it goes back to identity. And it goes back to this Jekyll and Hyde existence that Georgia fans force themselves to live in, where we never want to be either thing. Like we're never satisfied with who we are. When Georgia has an identity, we hate it. We can't embrace that that's who we are. Our identity is a running football team, Clint. It was only 180 yards rushing on the ground, about 5 yards a carry. It wasn't the most dominant rushing numbers in the world today against Kentucky, but the way that we controlled the clock, the way that we controlled the game, the way that we moved the ball, Georgia is a running football team. The schemes that Mike Bobo is putting together running the football, the way we're utilizing Dylan Bell, the way we're utilizing Josh McCray in the red zone and on short yardage situations, the way we've got now a 1-2 punch of, in this order, Chauncey Bowens and Nate Frazier.
End of list.
The run and the way we're using Gunnar Stockton and his legs putting pressure on the defense. You saw that in early 3rd and 2, where Georgia comes out on the first drive of the game, empty backfield, 5 wide, and all of a sudden Chauncey Bowens comes in motion. Everyone and their mom knew that that was a Gunnar Stockton run, and Kentucky had no prayer of stopping it. Zero chance of stopping it. The way that Lawson Lucky and Oscar Delp block on the perimeter, the way that Zachariah Branch blocks on the perimeter, as well as Colby Young and the like. This team is built to run the football. Now, we're going to talk about, I think, in a minute. Georgia's got a great quarterback. They've got great skill positions. They've got weapons on the outside. That's all fine and good. Georgia needs to run the ball dominantly this year. That's what Kirby Smart set out to do in this offseason. That's exactly what he has achieved, him and Mike Bobo. That's exactly what they've done. And they need to do that because Georgia's defense is suspect at best at times. They need this offense to control the ball, control the clock, and bail them out in certain spots. And that's exactly what this offense is built to do. If you're going to hang your hat and have hope on something as a Georgia fan moving forward, it should be this team's ability to control the flow of the game with the way they run the football.
Now, again, you might not like hearing that, but let me tell you why that is really good. Because I'm just going to go back. The defense needs time to get going. We're not there. They need a helping hand. We need a helping hand. And if you're going to ask me over the course of a season, am I going to bet on Kirby Smart being able to improve a defense or the defense regressing? I'm going to bet on him improving it. Okay. So just simply, if the offense can give us time, again, we said this on the last week, explosive plays. No, I want them sprinkled in there. I want those shots downfield to keep them honest. 100%.
And by the way, we got them. By the way, when you control the clock in the run game, you get explosive plays. By the way, the one-on-one deep shots are there. By the way, we're going to continue to throw more. Oh, and by the way, we have explosive plays in the run game.
10, 12, 14, 15 yards, 30 yards. This is where it comes in. By the way, explosive play on offense in the run game is 12 yards or more. We have explosive plays in that. But as I look at this team, it's going to allow for our entire success rate to go up the more that we play that system. And if you look at the previous champions, Michigan, Ohio State, Georgia, even, we had controlled tempo. We had incredible run games. The defense will get time. We'll focus on that here in a bit. But this offense, I'll go ahead and say this, even with our rotational offensive line, there's no holes in this offense. Power run game, check. Spread run game, check. RPO, check. Deep ball, check. Screen game, check. Everything all up and down, we're firing. Third down efficiency this game, check.
Georgia's offense is leaps and bounds better than they were last year. Across the board, at every position.
Correct.
Better than they were last year. And I think even the most optimistic among us would be stretching it to say that was our expectation coming into the season. Now, by the way, our expectations were very wrong about the defense as well. Yeah. But the offense is going to need to carry us. And if you don't think easily scoring 35 points while the backup quarterback played a quarter and a half, if you don't think that's dominating on the offensive side of the football, then you're a fool. And we have nothing to say to each other. Georgia, yet again, had a dominant offensive performance. Now, the defense played better today. We're going to talk about them and that side of the ball right after these.
And these are, in fact, DoorDash. The person who delivered the most of this game was, in fact, Chauncey Bowens. He's incredible. He delivered just like you can every Saturday with DoorDash Streaks, making every single time you order get you more. And just like Chauncey delivered for Georgia in a big way, the pressure was on, came through with explosive runs like we've already talked about. DoorDash delivers every Saturday. DoorDash Streaks. You save every Saturday with your order. Stack it up all season, and you could save up to $250, including $100 in DoorDash credits. Order this Saturday. Keep the streak alive. Fuel your game day only with DoorDash. Terms apply. Promo through 11/18, but that's not all. We also have Peloton. Peloton is shaping the future of fitness. Peloton cross training. It's a great little thing. You need to get over there. Whether you're moving, lifting, or running, moving, lifting, or cross training with your favorite instructors, this is training reimagined. I love how the Peloton IQ system offers real-time strength coaching. It actually tracks your reps, suggests the right weights, and corrects your form, making every rep safer and smarter. Let yourself run, lift, flex, and push forward. Explore new Peloton cross training tread today at onepeloton.com.
All right, Clint, we talked a lot about the offense. Now, obviously, we're going to have a lot more time to digest this game. By the way, 16 wins in a row over Mark Stoops in Kentucky. Over-under on 10 weeks from now. Mark Stoops is employed by Kirby Smart. Over-under 10 weeks from now. He's going to be employed by Kirby Smart at some point in his life. We know that.
Kirby Smart respects Stoops to death.
Yeah.
Stoops has done more at Kentucky than any other football coach will do in the next 20 years.
By 10 miles. Yeah.
Kirby Smart is going to need people.
This is an analyst. This got analyst written all over it, Clint.
Gonna need people to come in and help him out in analyst roles. Okay, this says analyst written all over it. It's the over. It's almost a guarantee.
16 straight wins over Kentucky. The offense absolutely dominated, but Clint, what do we make of this defense? I turn the floor over to you, our resident Georgia defense apologist.
I am.
Tell us why we should believe.
Here's why. I don't know.
It was a struggle for him to even start talking, people.
I don't know what Glenn Schumann is doing all week. I literally don't know.
I can tell you some things he's not doing.
He's not coaching. It seems to me that he's not coaching, game planning, watching film, or getting guys ready in position.
Figuring out what to do when a wide receiver goes into motion. He's not doing that.
Because I'm not trying to overcomplicate this. Okay. And by the way, they are watching film from 4 years ago. That's what Alabama said last week. They're watching 4 years ago film to watch. Glenn Schumann hasn't changed things up. Is still trying to get that same system. And teams are watching Alabama, who has Kalen DeBoer, who apparently only prepares for Georgia and no one else.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. I am mystified that when a player goes into motion against Georgia's defense,
yes,
every single defensive player loses track of what their assignment is.
They forget where they are.
Legitimately on the field, where the sticks are, what's man coverage, and you see them trying to sign and trying to give hand motions to talk about what they're doing. Okay? But
I mean, it's like Cousin Eddie when somebody uses the microwave. You know, you just piss yourself and forget where you are for 15 seconds.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I haven't seen anything like it. Okay, so one, we've played assignmentless football. Other people have positionless players. We have assignmentless assignments. Okay.
By the way, only about a month till the start of basketball season. Mike White's got a real squad. If you don't think for 1 second that I'm ready to go back-to-back NCAA tournament appearances, I thought the defense made some strides today, Clint.
This is all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that it's improved. The second half, I think Glenn Schumann's clock starts. He clocks in the second half of every single Saturday is when he starts deciding to go to something. The defense came alive. It showed a lot of grit on pass coverage. Again, DeMelo Jones is the second best cornerback we have, and it's not close. True. It's 100% true. Safety, I want to see more out of Maddox. I think he showed me. Defensive line, Ugboku and a couple of others of the players showed me some push and some fight on there. I saw Justin Williams fight and push. I saw Raylan Wilson make it. I'm seeing guys starting to make plays once they're in position and know the assignments. That's the biggest problem. All I'm saying is we are young and inexperienced on key positions. If guys know what they're supposed to do, they can actually play the position well. I think that clicks that's where I go back to the Kirby thing. I have to suggest at some point the assignments click. And once they do, I think we'll be fine. Elite.
Let's don't even use words that
But fine, yes. Able to make a run in the playoffs? Yes. It needs to click on that second.
Able to get to a place where we could make a run in the playoffs. I will grant you that's possible.
Okay, great. That's a lot better than where you were this week, Daniel. I will take that.
Listen, it's a slow build for me. It's a long season. We will be with you every step of the way. We obviously got a lot more Georgia players that we haven't even talked about yet. We haven't mentioned the name Elias Williams yet.
Oh, hello.
We've not talked about Oscar Delp getting involved in the passing game. We've not talked about Oscar Delp moving a defensive back about 40 yards down the field on a run block. There's many players that we've not mentioned. We haven't mentioned the catch of the year for Georgia football coming from maybe the most unlikely target on the entire roster. There's a lot to discuss.
Dylan Bell, I love you.
We will get there all week this week, as well as prep for the Auburn game and Hugh Freeze going on the road in a big SEC spot this week. Clint and I will be with you every step of the way, and we will see you guys next time.
See you.